Go.
Hey, welcome to the Wacky Brothers Game Podcast. Whoa,
We're so wacky.
We're now a morning radio show. Just kidding. Hey, it's me, Nicolai.
And me, Brian. Hello.
What's up, y'all?
What's
Welcome to
up?
the podcast. It's been a little while since we've recorded.
It has been a little
feels
bit.
like I'm about to be on paternity leave again.
That's right.
My wonderful wife will be giving birth in about a week or two. So, depending on when he wants to come. So,
Yeah.
that'll be pretty cool. Having another little boy. Our first one is super cool. So, there you go. I'm sure the second one will be at least as cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they can grow up and inherit the Brothers Game podcast.
Exactly. That's definitely going to happen.
Probably.
Yeah. Because by then, podcasts will be a niche market again.
Yeah, there you go.
Instead of the extremely bloated market that it currently is. But thank you all for listening. Our numbers continually steadily increase. So
Yes,
it's great
it's
to
been
know
great.
you guys are watching.
You've been listening
by
and
watching,
downloading when I say
I mean
download.
listening. All right. Brian, I'm going to guess you have a lot of Final Fantasy to talk about.
I really do.
Okay. Do you want to
Turns
get into
out
it?
I have
You've
like
played them all.
5 games to talk about.
You played them all. They're not nearly as long as the later ones.
No, they really aren't.
It
And in
seems.
fact, I made note of how long
That's good.
each one was.
Because I'm thinking when I played like FF7, I put 100 hours into that easily.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. And most modern RPGs, you kind of have to do that. So.
Yeah. So, let me show you here.
So what do you got for me, Coach Z?
Oh, man. What have I got for you?
What do you got
just
for
listen
me,
to
Coach
this.
Z? Oh, holy crap!
So, yeah. Okay. Come on. Anyway.
This is the notes break.
Yeah. Okay, so want to start out by talking about like some of the ways that they're all very similar and some that they're very different. I feel like the first 5 games, especially in the Pixel Remaster,
Sure.
feel very similar.
Okay. Yeah.
They definitely all feel like the same game series. And so like I finished 5 and I'm thinking, man, 7 and onward are so different.
Yeah. Turns out 7 really did like change the game a lot.
But I will say, as the moment I started 6, I'm like, oh, this feels like a Final Fantasy game.
Oh,
This
interesting.
feels just so. That's really where it started
Where
in
the
my
vibe
mind.
feel,
That's
the
where it
feel.
started to feel like Final Fantasy games.
Okay.
Which is funny because it was the odd man out.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. And I also immediately understood, like, I don't know exactly, because I'm following a guide and it's
Oh, sure.
broken up in chapters, which the game isn't.
Okay.
And according to the guide, I'm about to start chapter 8, which is the last chapter. So
Okay.
it looks like I'm pretty far through it, but I don't know if chapter 8 is like 3 times longer than all the previous
You have
chapters,
no
so I don't
idea
know.
what that means. Yeah. I mean, does it feel like it's nearing a climax? Possibly?
It does. So I
Okay.
feel like I'm at least like 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah. Okay.
And
have you heard Kafka do the laugh?
oh, absolutely,
Okay.
many times. It's the only there's only 2 things that are voice acted in
Yeah.
this game, and that is Kefka's laugh, which
It's
I'm not sure that's
excellent.
actually a human laughing or if it's just a
It
sound
sounds
effect
like
that they made.
like almost like a MIDI
Yeah. But
thing.
then there's an opera scene
Oh, cool.
where where both a male character and a female character sing, and they act.
There's
Sounds
actual
like it's
voice to
people's
it.
voice. Like they might be
That's cool.
like
I mean, it's
8-bit
digitized
recordings.
Yeah,
but
it's digitized, but yeah. All right, that's kind of neat.
But yeah,
They really tried there.
yeah. So
do something.
first, I want to focus on the first 5 games
Sure.
before I get into 6. So
I mean, you talked about 1, I think, in the last
yeah, I
episode.
did.
But
So I won't go over much with 1 because I already talked about really the whole thing. So number 2 is frequently thought of as the worst
Okay.
of the entire series, and I think having played it on the Pixel Remaster,
right.
I think I've gotten a much better
played the good
impression of it
version, yeah.
than I would have if I had played the original NES version
Right.
because I actually enjoyed it.
Okay.
I think it had more of a story than either 1 or 3.
Oh wow.
And I feel like three feels like a direct sequel to 1, whereas 2 does not.
That's weird.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like 1, 3, 1, 3, 5 maybe were like their
Kinda
own
have
set
their
of
own
sequels,
little-
and then 2,
yeah.
4, 6 are their
Oh,
kind
interesting.
of,
Okay.
sort of. I'll get into that. So here are the differences with number 2, the things that really changed. There's no levels.
Okay.
You are
That's
instead
Very weird.
yeah. Instead, as you battle, various stats just get increased.
Okay.
So, like, if you get hit, your HP goes up. Mm-hmm. If you attack an enemy, your strength goes up.
Right. So use of the stat levels it up.
As
Kind of like
you,
GTA 5.
yeah, as you use a weapon, your skill with that weapon increases, which I've seen in other games.
Yeah. Now that weapon type or that weapon specifically?
That weapon type.
Okay.
So like all axes.
That's good.
Or all swords or whatever. And then magic too. Also, there's no classes. So every character can learn every spell.
Oh, okay,
every
weird.
character can use every weapon. It's just that you start out with
That's weird.
at level 1 with skill for that weapon and level 1 with that spell, and then you have to rank those all up individually. So there's good and bad with that.
That's very different. Yeah.
Also, level 1 spells only cost 1 MP to cast, no matter what spell it is.
It's very little.
Yeah. And then level 2 spells cost 2 MP. And so it's very MP efficient.
Yeah, geez. That's very strange.
Also,
And do you have spell slots like D&D sort of?
not in 2.
Oh, okay.
But in 1 and 3 you do.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then
That's interesting.
yeah. And number 2 has actual characters. Like they
Besides
only
just job titles, basically.
Yeah, they only have names if you so you're prompted to
name
name them
them.
yourself,
Yeah.
but there are pre-built names. I don't know if
there's
that was
canon
added
names.
in remaster or if it was in the original because I haven't played the original.
But there's like canon names, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
In most RPGs, by the way, just an aside, I basically always just use the canon name
yeah
for characters.
yeah same.
Like, I have no really interest in naming all the characters myself, except for that one time when we were young and we named every character in FF7 Sephiroth.
yeah,
Because that was fun.
That's hilarious.
Because that was funny and
Yeah.
very confusing at some points. Anyway.
I did that entirely for the scene in Calm when he tells the story,
Yeah,
the
and then-
backstory of Sephiroth.
And Sephiroth, but then Sephiroth took Sephiroth. And yeah.
yeah.
Did Sephiroth do this?
And FF2 also has NPCs that are like notable that are memorable. So
really story heavy, basically.
Yeah.
That's nice.
and then also recurring theme in the first 5 games is crystals.
Yeah, a lot of crystals.
It's a group
big
of 4 heroes of light that are going to restore the crystals. That's more or less the plot of the first 5 games.
Yeah. Yeah, the little
It
bit I played
varies
of
a little
3.
here and there, but it's mostly those.
Yeah, I remember in FF3, you just wake up in a cave and then you walk into this crystal and it's like, you are the chosen one.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, okay, crystal, whatever you say.
Yeah, it's funny too in FF2. So you've got your little band of 4,
Yeah.
and the Empire, the evil Empire, has
Yes.
taken over.
Darth
and
Vader's coming to get you
is
with his Kaiba crystal.
chasing you down, and then you fight an unwinnable battle against 4
Classic.
mounted knights. And
I love when the prologue unwinnable battle is actually winnable if you're just
Yeah.
really careful and like do very specific strategies. I love that. Like in Kingdom Hearts 1, you can actually beat Leon in that first fight in Traverse Town. I didn't even know that was physically possible, but you totally can. Anyway,
Cool.
continue.
So, and you lose one of your people, and you don't see them again until very late in the game.
Oh, interesting.
you've got like
That's cool.
kind of your fourth party member is just kind of a revolving door. You wind up with several different people over the course of the game.
It's crazy.
Yeah. FF2 introduces chocobos. It introduces several Final Fantasy elements that are recurring themes. It's the only game I got anywhere near 9999 health on any of my characters.
Okay.
Just because of the way the stat system worked. And I did manage to get a max level spell. I did not get any max level weapons because of how much grinding was involved, and I just was not interested in doing that much.
For sure.
I would say FF3 is the least memorable.
Oh, okay.
It was the shortest. It was the least memorable. None of the characters are really all that memorable. The four main characters are all just kind of nameless classes, just kind of like the first game. So
I am fighter.
The third game introduces the job system.
Yeah.
And so at any time outside of battle, you can change your character's classes to any of a number of different jobs. And sometimes like there are locked doors that if you change to the thief job, you can just pick open.
Oh, that's funny.
Even if it's a level 1 thief.
Nice.
But there's obviously like fighter or warrior, or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
White mage, black mage, red mage, etc. The final boss of number 2 of FF2 is the Emperor. The final boss of FF3 is like this spirit of darkness.
Nice.
It's like Wind of Darkness or something.
Okay. It's
like
chaos.
That. Yeah. So yeah, three least memorable, probably my least favorite of the Final Fantasy games that I've actually beaten.
So take that, Final Fantasy 3 fans.
Final Fantasy 4. This one I was very interested in because it's one of the most loved of the 2D games, and people really liked the story.
Cecil, right?
Yes.
Or Cecil, however you want to say it.
Yeah. I'm going to say Cecil because that's a real name and Cecil isn't.
Right. But I've heard a lot of people say Cecil, but I think they're just dumb. So let's go Cecil.
Yeah. So
he has very cool purple armor. He's got like Dissidia.
He has this like redemption story. And so that's, I think, the big reason that people say this game has a story, because it's actually got like
character development, basically.
Character development and stuff. Outside of Cecil's story,
as Cecil? He's the main character?
He's pretty much always in your party.
Okay.
He's kind of the Cloud of the game.
Okay. Basically the protagonist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, this is the first game that... There's a few things that this game that did that were kind of unique. One is that you have a genuine main character.
Yeah.
Right.
Every other game, actually like follows
all 4
a protagonist.
of the characters are kind of the equal in terms
kind
of
basic. Yeah. Also,
but this one, like, no, Cecil is the main character, and everybody else is a side character.
Yeah. Which, when you nail the protagonist in an RPG, it's usually a good thing. Like, the personality of like Narukami and Ren from Persona 4 and 5 is like a big part of it, like kind of important, you know? So, yeah.
And this one, like, instead of having a character that has this job or this class or whatever, it's just like Cecil is a Dark Knight. That's what he is. And there are no other Dark Knights. It's just him.
Oh, he's the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He is Batman.
There is another character who is a Dragoon. He's the only Dragoon. You won't find any other Dragoons.
Is that like a Dragon Warrior type thing?
Yeah, they have like dragon looking armor. They ride dragons. Armor, they have an ability called Jump.
Very cool.
Which is kind of like Fly in Pokemon. Like you're
bounce, literally.
Yeah, invulnerable for a few turns, and then you come down and you attack, and it hits hard.
So Cecil's like an evil paladin, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool.
And then there's a
Dark Knight. Is that what it's called?
Well, there's literally a class of Dark Knight.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking of the D&D boss.
Oh.
I think it is a Dark Knight. It is basically a fallen paladin.
Yeah.
So
there's a green-haired girl named Rydia who's a summoner. And then
almost always female. I think that's interesting.
Yeah,
that summoners are almost always female.
And then Cecil's wife. I don't know if they actually ever got married, but his lover.
Okay.
She does join your party at one point, and she's just like a priest, cleric, healer.
I love when main characters have just like a spouse or just like somebody that they're clearly with like the whole time. Like Squall and that girl's romance in FF8 is like the best part of Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, that's funny because I know a lot of people would rather he be with Quistis.
Oh, that's so stupid. The main girl's awesome. I forget her name, but yeah, I love their thing. Anyway.
Noah or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And FF4 is the one where you go to space.
Oh, heck yeah.
You
Dark Nights in space.
You go to the moon.
Dark Nights in the moon on the moon. Final Fantasy IV sounds awesome.
And there's like characters that betray you, and then it turns out they were being mind controlled the whole time.
Oh, no.
And then this guy's not actually the big bad; it's this guy. But no, it's actually this guy.
No.
So it's all that kind of stuff that makes people say this game has a great story, and
some twists and turns and stuff.
And I'm kind of like, okay, if I was a kid and this was my first exposure to this kind of story, then sure. But
right? Yeah, it's still very old. We gotta give it some grace there.
People say the story of 4 is a lot better than 5, and I don't know that I agree. 5 has a pretty good story, and it's got it's the biggest of the first 6 games in terms of just scale. I think.
Like actual like explorable space.
Yeah, like the size of the map, the length of the story, the amount of things that you do in the game. I think it's the most expansive.
Interesting. Is that the Onion Knight one?
So actually, that's 3.
That's 3. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of 5. Who's in 5?
So in 5, your character, the main character is Bartz.
Bartz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Princess Lena and Gareth, I think, King Gareth, and a pirate lady.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Pirate ladies are awesome.
Which it turns out she's actually a princess also.
Whoa, princess pirate like Tetra from Wind Waker. That's awesome.
Yeah. And then everybody in FF5, everybody starts as the freelancer job. And then like in 3, there's a whole bunch of other jobs.
He looks like a prince. He's very princely looking.
Which is funny because he's not a prince at all.
He looks like very like Roman, or Greek.
Yeah.
More Greek. Very slender too. Yeah. Cool red sword.
Yep. He rides a chocobo.
Nice.
He has like a pet chocobo that he rides around on. And he's just like a wandering adventurer.
I know them from Dissidia Final Fantasy, which I played a lot way back in the day.
So in FF3, your default job before you actually are able to change your job is Onion Knight.
Yeah.
And in FF6,
remember he had really cool red armor in Dissidia.
In FF6, it's an enemy you can encounter.
Oh, nice.
Onion Knight.
There you go.
In FF5, so you can master a job, and when you master a job, you get all of its. You can equip any of its abilities at any time, and the freelancer job gains all passives of all jobs.
That sounds crazy.
Of all mastered jobs.
Yeah.
So eventually, if you master every job, you can be changed to freelancer, and then all of the passives will be yours, and then any two abilities. Any two non-passive abilities from any 2 jobs.
Yeah, that sounds kind of crazy. Yeah.
So the frustrating part about FF5. So I followed guides for each one of these because I always follow a guide with Final Fantasy because otherwise you miss stuff.
Yeah, I do. I hate missing stuff also.
So. The first Final Fantasy game came with a manual.
Yeah.
And you were expected to use it.
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's the way you're supposed to play Final Fantasy is to have a guide.
RPGs are open book tests.
Yes, absolutely. I've been following the guides on the site PSN Profiles because they also have trophy guides for each of these games. I did that with Persona 5 and that's how I.
And these are specific to the Pixel Remaster versions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
The quality varied greatly from game to game. The FF2 walkthrough was fantastic. The FF6 one has been fantastic. 3, 4, and 5 were not as great.
Yeah, that's the thing is like even if it's on the same website, it can be written by different people.
Yeah.
Still that like work for that website or whatever. And sometimes
the FF2 guide, it had like pictures and stuff. It was great.
Yeah, like really
fantastic
thorough
guide. I knew exactly where to go all the time. And then it was either FF4 or 5 that I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and your description here is way too brief and vague.
Yeah.
And so I would often have like 2 different guides up at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Lovely.
Anyway, 5 had the most missable stuff, and it had like the largest number of collectible things and stuff like that. So I spent a lot of time just getting collectibles and things like that. I spent several hours grinding the different jobs. I found a couple of good grinding spots. And so I was the second one I found, I was like, I'm just going to level up every job to max.
Yeah.
And I just did.
Just do it. Yep. I get that.
There's one job called the Blue Mage. Now, the Blue Mage uses enemy skills. So first, you have to have that skill used on you before you can learn it. And then once you've learned it, you can use it in battle from then on.
Okay.
And sometimes they will not use it on you unless you control them with the Beastmaster job.
Or like force them to use it.
And then force them to use it. And then sometimes you need, like, there was an enemy that it couldn't use an ability because it didn't have enough MP. So you had to use an ether on it to give it enough MP and then have it use that on you.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And yeah, stuff like that. So
that sounds like an RPG.
That kind of thing was a little annoying. So now let me get into some times here.
Yeah, I'm very curious on some play times.
And this will back
RPGs,
up what I've been saying about each of them.
RPGs are just notoriously long.
So I will say none of these took more than 40 hours.
Wow. So yeah, that's pretty short. I mean, you had a guide.
Yeah.
So there wasn't as much guesswork that took time.
FF1 has no in-game timer, so I had no idea how long that took.
Gotcha.
It'll be interesting. I'm going to go back through one in the Pixel Remaster someday.
Yeah.
And I'll be curious how long that one takes.
Definitely.
FF2 was about 23 hours.
Not very long at all.
And that's with a bunch of grinding to max out certain spells and stuff.
Yeah, pretty short.
FF3, about 15 hours is all.
Wow.
Which was a quick, short, forgettable game.
Yeah, that is a very short RPG.
FF4 was just under 20.
Wow, still pretty short.
Yeah, and that's even with spending a good deal of time looking for rare enemies to fill out the bestiary.
To me, 25 hours is a short RPG. So 19 is very short.
Like if I wasn't doing 100% runs on all of these, the times would be even shorter.
Yeah. But I mean, if the time is that short, why wouldn't you do a 100% run, I guess?
But, but FF5, 38 hours.
Okay, yeah.
So that's
like almost
double any of the others.
So clearly a bigger world, more to it.
I'm playing FF6 now. I think I'm about 3/4 of the way, and I'm 13 hours in.
Only 13?
I think it's going to be a lot shorter than 5 was.
Very interesting. Okay.
Yep.
Do you know of a lot of big changes in the HD remaster or the Pixel remakes for like FF6 especially? Like
I haven't noticed much, honestly.
Because you played the SNES version.
Right.
For a little bit on emulator.
I played. So you know what's funny is I thought I had played like the first half of the game. I had only played the first like 4 hours of the game.
That's funny. That's funny.
I was not nearly as far as I thought I was when I first played that.
I want to play the Game Boy Advance version. Just because I have it on my downloaded DS or whatever.
For several years, I had FF1 and 2 Dawn of Souls. On Game Boy Advance, but I didn't know what to do or where to go. And for some reason, I didn't look up a guide.
You just didn't,
But the thing is, so I think I first got that game in like 2002 or something.
Long time ago, yeah.
And I only got rid of it like 4 years ago. So I had it for a long time.
Yeah, for sure.
But back in like 2001, 2002, I hadn't yet discovered game FAQs.
Right.
So if I didn't have a physical guide and there wasn't a walkthrough on it on any of the sites that I had already used.
Right.
then like I didn't,
That was it. Yeah.
Then if I couldn't figure it out, then I couldn't figure it out.
Yep. I guess I'm screwed. Yeah. That's so funny. See, me, I had an older brother to just pester and say, figure this out. So that helped.
Yeah. But although if you had asked me about that game, I would have told you, I don't know.
I think I did hear that a lot actually as a kid.
Yeah.
You say, I
don't know.
Yeah. Why asking me? The first game I remember really following a guide for was Kingdom Hearts 2.
Right. I remember that guide.
I had I still have my original one, even though it's split in half now.
Yeah.
Because our cat knocked it off a really high shelf and it fell apart. Max did that. And so I still have that. And it's a huge, fantastic walkthrough little strategy guide.
I miss having big paper walkthroughs.
I have
player's guides.
I have the player's guides for that still. I have Mario Galaxy, which is a beautiful, it's also like an art book. I have Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. I have that as a strategy guide. And then the Persona games as well. So
I had a World of Warcraft
nice.
Burning Crusade strategy guide.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I have Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom also.
Oh,
the premium edition guides for that. Because that's very useful for just looking up like where certain ingredients can be found. Just like random little things that I'm curious about. Yeah. It's actually faster than Googling it, like typing it out on Google, like if you have a good book with you. Yeah, so.
Yeah, I had the official player's guide for Red and Blue and for Yellow.
Yeah, which you noticed many mistakes in. I remember you.
Yes,
you saying.
I proudly would say I know every mistake in that guide.
I know more about the game than you do.
Yeah, it's funny how little I actually knew about the actual mechanics of the game back then compared to now. It's like,
yeah,
bro, you didn't even know
more about Pokemon now than we do then.
I had no idea just how many glitches there were in the game back then.
Literally, it's impossible to play the game without glitches because glitches are just inherent whatever you do, basically. Yeah. So funny. That's a great video. Trying to play the game glitchless, and it's just physically impossible.
Right.
Yeah, that's great.
I did notice the Nidorino thing early on.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, because I knew all the Pokemon cries by heart pretty quickly.
So you're like, that's wrong. Yeah, that's really funny.
Yeah. So yeah, Final Fantasy.
That's what you're in.
I've been enjoying my journey through these games.
Yeah, especially because you get the fulfillment of saying you finished it.
Yeah.
In like only 20 hours or so. Like that's great. Like,
well, and it's fun to watch how the series has evolved because anybody who has started at like 7 or later doesn't have this.
Which is me. I mean, I've never played ones before. I've played 3 and 6 very, very briefly. Like just
I'm surprised you played 3 even because it's such a niche one.
I played the DS remake.
Oh, okay.
Which looks 100 times better.
Yeah.
It's got a cute art style. But now that you've talking so much, just the way you've talked about 4, I really want to try the DS version of that too.
Yeah.
They came out with a DS version of that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and also like if you can find a deal on Pixel Remaster for Switch, you should just get it because I think it's the best way to play these games.
I just like the form factor of the DS because that's what I grew up with. But I also really like the art styles they chose because they're 3D models. You know, they're not just they're not pixel remakes or just ports.
Right.
They're literally like 3D model remakes. So I'm very curious on the differences in art style and stuff.
Yeah, there's a there's a boost function, and you can go anywhere from for like experience.
You've got boost power.
You can go from 1 times to 2 times to 4 times.
Right.
But you can also go down to half or even 0.
Okay.
You can literally turn off experience gain if you want
for a challenge run.
You can do the same for Gil, and you can do the same for various other things like Magic AP, which depending on which game you're playing might so like in 5 with the jobs, you gain points in a particular job, and you can increase the amount of points you gain for that job.
Oh, okay. So just quicker leveling of a job.
So
basically.
for FF2, I started out without any boost on, and I didn't engage any until very late in the game, near the end of the game, and then I just did 4 times boost everything.
Yeah, get it done.
With 3, I started out with 4 times boost everything.
Which may have helped it go so quickly, by the way.
Yeah, sure. And I did the same with 4.
Yeah.
Honestly, with 4, I was like,
now
man.
everyone listening is like, oh, that's why it was so short. Okay, got
and then
it.
with 4, it's like I struggle to picture beating this game with 1 times experience. Like that would have been pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean it gets rid of the grindiness.
Yeah,
which is an issue with a lot of old RPGs.
So
right?
I did play a little bit of the SNES version of FF4.
Oh, okay.
And I knew very quickly that like, I'm going to really appreciate the boost function in remaster.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I remember I played a good amount of the port of FF7 for the Switch.
Yeah.
That they put out. And that has a bunch of functions like that. Like you can turn off random encounters.
Yes.
In the overworld.
Oh my goodness, that is so helpful.
Yeah, because if you don't need to grind, it's just ridiculously annoying.
Well, and so sometimes I'd be like kind of lost in an area, and I just want to figure out where to go
because every 2 seconds,
so I would
get a random
just
encounter.
turn off encounters. It is so nice.
That is,
or
very
if I need to
nice.
backtrack because I made a mistake, I can turn off encounters, and then if you turn off encounters, the longest dungeon becomes very quick.
It's like nothing. Yeah, it's like using a repels in a cave in Pokemon. It's just like it makes traversal so much more.
If you've got like
pleasant.
a max repel on, you can walk from one corner of the Pokemon world to the other.
Yeah,
in
like
most Pokemon games, and
time.
it takes hardly any time.
Yeah, so that was fantastic because it's one of the big complaints about old RPGs in general is just. And you're like, okay, yep. But yeah, it also had like super speed. I think it had a function where your limit just replenished every time.
Oh, nice.
So you were at limit break at all times, basically.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
That's a nice way to get limits to unlock all the other limit breaks really early in the game.
Exactly. So yeah, little stuff like that's really nice, and it's super nice thing about the recent ports they did of Persona 4 Golden for the Switch and for Steam. They have an option where you can just set more or less money and experience from battles, basically.
Yeah.
You can it's just less normal and more, basically. It's not really specific about it.
Oh, yeah.
But setting money and experience to more, especially on like hard mode, is just nice. It just feels good. It makes you go through the dungeons even faster. It just feels good, So, yeah, I do love that when they give you. I feel like that's a good way to do a difficulty level, really.
Yeah.
Like because you're just tailoring the game to how you like to play, and it helps you experience the story and the gameplay with just less frustration in general. I think.
Yeah.
So I'm all for that.
I've done 2 times boosts in FF6.
Okay.
Because I wanted it to be a little less
4 times is a lot.
Trivial.
Like,
yeah.
Is it literally 4 times?
Yeah.
So like if it was 25 experience, you're now getting 100.
Yep.
Like that's a lot. That's a big difference.
And you know what's funny is despite that, I haven't hit max level.
Wow, really?
In I don't think any of the games.
That's interesting. But I mean, you didn't have to grind ever, basically, right?
Right.
I would assume, unless you chose to level up certain jobs. Yeah. So I mean, that's nice.
I wanted to mention, so the magic systems in each of the games varies quite a lot. So I did want to mention that.
Yeah, I mean, that continues throughout the series too.
Yeah.
Like, we all know the infamous system in FF8 and stuff. So
yeah, the junction system in FF8.
And
Materia in FF7.
Which I always loved. I just love the little...
Yeah, I like the Materia system. I think
the cute little jewels. I like it. I'm like Yuffie. I'm a material.
And it's interesting. Materia is
guy.
It does kind of draw on some of the earlier games. So I'll go over those. So FF1 and 3 are both based on...
Y'all are getting a real crash course on early Final Fantasy here. Okay,
they're both based on spell slots, and so like level 1 spells go in level 1 spell slots.
Of course, yeah. So my big question is it like D&D where you can use level 1 spells in higher slots to make them more powerful?
I don't think so, but I don't think I ever actually tried that.
Okay.
So it's possible that maybe you can, and I just didn't ever try it.
Maybe in just certain games too.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
I do know that, and then of course you only get a certain number of slots for each level of spell. So
do you get more slots as you level up, or is it just pretty set?
Well, you unlock higher slots, but you don't gain. Or no, that's not entirely true. I think you do gain more. But anyway, I think in FF3 it was like no more than 4 in any level though.
Okay.
Now in FF2, you can just have all the spells all the time.
Okay.
Everybody can learn any spell.
Right. Anyone can learn anything.
And because every spell you get is the level 1 version of that spell, and then so like you don't have Cure, Cura, and Curaga. You just have Cure, and then you just level up Cure, and as you level up Cure, it gets better.
It just becomes more powerful. Yeah.
Then in FF4, only certain certain characters can even learn magic. And so you can buy spells at different places, and you can also find spells as items. And that's true in most of the games. In 5, it's interesting because when you buy a spell, you don't even equip it. You don't use it. You buy it and you have it. You know it.
Weird.
And every character learns it immediately. But
Weird.
can only use it if they have that job equipped.
Okay.
So, like, for instance, for white magic spells, so Cure, Asuna, Regen, stuff, anything that is considered white magic, you can only use if you have the white magic job equipped, or if you have the magic job mastered, and then you have use white magic, the ability, equipped on your current class, on your current job. One of those things has to happen. But like if you go to a store and you buy Blizzara, everybody in your party now knows Blizzara.
Has like the potential to use it.
And as long as they have white magic equipped, they can use it.
Okay.
So that was very different.
Yeah. Very weird.
Yeah. And then in FF6, so we're in FF6, like FF4, we're back to like Terra is a mage. And in fact, being a mage is a rare thing in this world because this is after the War of the Magi. And as far as anybody knows, mages are all dead except
magic has been done away with.
Yeah, except later it turns out you find a whole village full of mages.
Of course.
Yeah. So Terra is unique in her ability to use magic. And then you meet General Celeste, and she can also use magic, but that's because she's been artificially infused with magic ability.
The evil magic cyborg.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so her and Terra can both learn magic just on their own, and you don't buy spells. They just, as they level up, they just learn new spells.
Okay. Just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
like a Pokemon.
They have a relatively small pool, but then you get Magicite later in the game. And as you get Magicite, if you equip Magicite, then you fight, you gain AP, and that AP goes towards learning new spells from that Magicite. And then...
so each Magicite has a specific spell?
Has a specific group of spells,
of spells, okay.
And then once you have all of those, that's maxed out, and there's no reason to have it equipped anymore because you've already learned all the spells from it.
And
then you just equip a different Magicite. So recently I just went through and did that for all of my Magicite.
Just learn it all.
So now Terra and Celeste both know
just has a ton of spells,
those spells. You can technically equip Magicite to anybody. They don't. It doesn't have to just be Terra or Celeste, but I feel canonically they should be the only magic users, so they're the only magic users.
Keep the magic blood pure.
Yeah. It's also FF6 has more potential party members than like any other game easily. Like I have on the airship right now, I have like 8 or 9 people that can all be in my party at any one time.
That's a lot.
I can only have 4 at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah. I guess they didn't standardize on only 3 in your party at a time until the 3D era. Yeah. So starting with 7 is when they shrunk it from 4 to 3.
Yeah.
And in 4, you can sometimes have 5 in some circumstances.
Wow.
I think maybe in
That's interesting.
Maybe in 3 also. I don't remember. Sid is introduced in FF2, and he operates the airship.
Yeah. Gruff guy with a toothpick in his mouth all the time.
And he's almost always the airship operator, except in 6. In 6, he is he's helping the Emperor extract magic energy from the Espers.
Uh-oh.
So Sid is sometimes a bad guy too.
Yeah.
Like in FF12 when he's like a mad scientist.
Nice.
He's always like a scientist or an engineer of some sort.
He's always
or a pilot.
fairly smart in some way. Yeah. That's funny. That's good.
Also,
sometimes he just runs a hotel in Traverse Town.
Also, so there's airships in every Final Fantasy game that I've played so far.
Yeah. It's pretty much a standard. Yeah.
In FF3, for some reason, they decided we're going to make it so the airship can't clear mountains.
Oh, that's nice.
So that made it a little.
Just fly higher.
Yeah, but you can't just fly higher. So you have to just navigate around the mountains. Later, you get this bigger airship that can kind of like jump over a mountain, but like just one. So you have to find areas where there's like where the mountains are. It got really tedious.
Yeah.
Like there's this one area where you basically like go in a loop where you're just hopping over one mountain at a time to get to this one area. Anyway,
Very fun.
Yeah. So yeah, let me reiterate that FF3, my least favorite of the games.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just not great.
It's just the least favorite. So is FF6 the stopping point on your Final Fantasy journey that you're going on right now?
It will be for now because so
because you got to play 9.
I decided to go
9.
in chronological order on my games list.
Right, you're going through your backlog.
Right.
Yeah.
So my gaming backlog, I have it now ordered from oldest to newest, and
you've been tackling it for sure.
All like 7 of the oldest games were Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
FF1 through 6. So I decided, okay, I'm just going to play through all of them because you know what's next on the list? Chrono Trigger.
Yep.
So yet another Square RPG.
There you go. And apparently the best in the world. So
that is what I hear.
I'm curious to see if you actually like it. Yeah. There's a cool frog guy.
Yeah. The art's by Akira Toriyama, so everybody looks like Dragon Ball Z characters.
Very Dragon Ball looking. Yeah. It's
just like Dragon Quest.
Just like Dragon Quest. Yep. Yeah, those are games I need to try too. I've never played a Dragon Quest game.
I think the first Dragon Quest game is older than Final Fantasy.
Yes, it's very old.
Which makes it was like early 80s or something.
They're doing a pixel remake of that too.
Yeah.
Maybe it already came out. Anyway, I don't know. So that was a lot of Final Fantasy, Brian.
Yep.
Well, I have a cool thing I wanted to briefly talk about. I mentioned earlier my love for the Nintendo DS form factor.
Yes.
And yesterday I picked up a little something from Retro Game Trader, our favorites. Like retro game store. I'm holding in my hand a Nintendo DS Lite with the blue top and the black back. This is the one that I probably played the most as a teenager.
Yeah.
I had an all black one too first.
Yeah.
I think the all black one was first that I had. I played that a lot. And then I had one of the red topped ones.
Yeah,
it's like this,
I
but
think
red.
I remember that one.
That's the one I lost, I think. I think. That's the one I lost at the grocery store, which is still a sore subject.
A traumatic
a
memory.
very painful memory. And then this was the third DS Lite that I got, but I got a lot of play out of it. So I'd always been looking for one like this, this color in good condition, and I had a lot of credit at our retro game store.
That's the color scheme your original DS had too, right?
Yes, I have a blue one of that too, and I have that also, an original DS. But I was like, I really want a DS Lite also, because it is one of the most nostalgic for me. I really did play it a lot. and I gotta tell you, I got an amazing deal on this.
Oh, nice.
So I paid $4 for this, $4 in cash.
Yeah.
I had $80 in credit there. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally these are 99 at Retro. And this one was in the case, and I was like, in general, I was like, it looks really good. But it had the $89 price tag, $10 off, and it said speaker issue. And I was like, okay. So I looked up, actually in the store, I looked up how hard is it to replace a speaker on a DS Lite? Because I've gone in, I've replaced shells for GBAs before, done little things like that. So I'm not that afraid of opening it up.
Yeah.
But turns out basically the speakers are like one of the hardest things to replace. You have to take the thing apart completely, both top and bottom. You have to unsolder, you have to resolder, all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I don't want to do that. But I asked the guy, I'm like, can we test it out? I just want to see how bad the speaker issue is. And he tried 2 different games with me, a DS and a GBA game, and there was no issue whatsoever that we could discern.
Yeah.
Both speakers were working. It sounded like a DS. It didn't sound amazing, but that's because it's a DS speaker.
Yeah.
But not particularly crackly or anything. And I'm like, I mean, I'll take it still. And he's like, hey, it's labeled $89. You get it for $89.
Nice.
And of course I'm level 3 there as well. So I got like a $5 discount off of that plus my credit. So I spent $4 on it. And they thoroughly test everything at that place. They give you a original charger with it. Like, it's just really nice. It has the cover, the fake tiny GBA game, which is basically just like a dust cover for the GBA slot. It had a matching stylus, but I replaced it with a new blue one, which kind of matches the front, which is cool. But anyway, in general, it's like new.
Yeah.
Like, this thing is in absolutely beautiful condition. So this was like the perfect time for me to get one of these. And I really like the form factor of it.
Yeah.
So I played a good amount of Soul Silver on it yesterday, just to like kind of have the feel for it.
Right.
The brightness is really nice. That's the one issue with the original DS. I love the original DS, but it's not as bright. The screen isn't as bright, and this one has just like a perfectly, what you'd expect nowadays for a brightness of a screen. And the most interesting thing is, I'm gonna hand this to you. Feel the buttons. The buttons are like spongy.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But like in kind of a pleasant way to me.
These are nice.
It just feels nice, and it's very small, but not in an uncomfortable way.
They're soft topped, but they're not
very soft.
They're not like gummy.
They're not gummy, but they're squishy. They're just a little squishy. It's really interesting. I hadn't actually, because I haven't played a DS Lite since I was a teenager. Yeah. And so basically, overall, very pleased.
They feel so small to me, compared to the full size controllers I normally use.
Right, you've been playing a
PS5 controller,
a PS5 controller, yeah. Whereas this
Switch Pro controller,
little baby A button. Whereas I'm used to little Nintendo handhelds. That's mostly what I play. So
yeah,
and I have a decent physical DS game collection.
Yeah,
which I'd like to continue to expand. So I have tons of games to play on this. I really want to try out Animal Crossing Wild World. I have that, and I haven't really played much of it. I think this would be a great DS to play that on. But yeah, I played Soul Silver. I beat Claire, the 8th gym leader.
Yeah.
And then went through the Dragon's Den, got the actual badge. And now I'm standing in front of Lugia.
Nice.
And questioning whether I should spend hours trying to shiny hunt Lugia. It's my current problem.
Yeah.
So we'll see if I ever do that.
There were a few enemies that I was trying to find. So in all 6 of these remaster entries, there's a trophy for completing the bestiary.
Right. Yeah.
And some of these enemies, it felt like shiny hunting.
Yeah.
It was just trying
100%.
to find them. Just the spawn rate was so
low.
low.
Those 1% or lower enemies. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think one time I found a shiny before I found a 1% spawn rate Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like when I was looking for a 1% spawn, I think I got a shiny on the way looking for it.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
What I was doing right before we came to record is there's a party member in FF6 whose ability is based on it's a slot machine basically.
Oh yeah.
And if you get 777, it'll
which is good.
I think it's an instant kill all enemies.
That's cool.
And if you get that, you get a trophy for it. So what I've done, because this is one of a couple of different strategies for getting this trophy. By the way, everybody agrees this trophy sucks.
This sucks. So, yeah. It's pure RNG. Yeah.
Yeah. The idea is you start a fight, have everybody else just defend, or have only him in your party is another option.
Right. Sure.
You slot, do it manually, and then you can, in all of these games, you can hit the square button to do auto battle. And then every time, and then you can even, there's a setting that you can just keep auto battle on between battles. So that way, every time you start a battle, your characters will just immediately start doing whatever their last command was.
Right.
And so then he'll just use slot, and you don't have to do it manually. It'll just be a random one of his.
Yeah.
And so one of the possible slots, there's I think it's called Joker's Death. So 777 is called Joker's Death, and it kills all enemies.
Joker, no.
But if you get 77 bar, it uses it on your team and wipes your team.
Yeah.
That has happened to me like 12 times, probably.
That's messed up.
12, 15 times, something like that. Still haven't gotten the other one.
Yeah.
I might not bother with this trophy, just like I didn't bother with maxing out a weapon in FF2.
Hey, listen, if you just like put that on, put a YouTube video on.
Oh, that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've already been at it for like 2 hours, and I'm not sure I'm gonna bother.
It's okay. You're not cut out for shiny hunting. It's okay.
No, I'm really not. Honestly, just my experience with these games has taught me that I am never going to be a shiny hunter.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience.
Whereas I want it. I want it so bad. 29,000 to get a shiny Kyurem. But I did it, dang it. That's the problem with going for Lugia, is that's the odds of it. And I got Ho-Oh in just like 2,300. That is so lucky.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, I don't think I have it in me right now.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. I don't know. I want to talk about what I've really been playing too. It won't take too long. I know we're nearing the end here already. I'm gonna stretch. We're getting very tired in our house, just prepping for the new baby. He hasn't even come yet, and we're already really tired.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting. I've been playing Breath of the Wild, Switch 2 edition.
Yes.
I set out to 100% it. Most notably, that means all of the Koroks. And it's been good so far, honestly. It's that game is beautiful, especially the Switch 2 version. The smoothness is pretty uncanny, and the app connectivity, so it connects to the Nintendo Switch app on your phone, and you can have an interactive map there with you of the game,
right?
And you can put on there whatever collectibles or events or whatever that you want. Basically, you just check which ones you care about to have show up on the map. And you can set it to when you grab that Korok, it disappears. So, like, you know exactly, like, what you did and when. And that makes getting all the Koroks very doable.
Yeah.
And I'm basically just trying to get them all as I go. to different areas to get shrines, to do story stuff, whatever. And I'm almost halfway done. I'm like just about halfway done now. I have basically the northeast corner is completely empty, like near the Death Mountain. Gone. Like all the shrines, all the Koroks, all the story stuff, divine beasts, all done. Zora's Domain also below it. So like almost the entire right half of the map is completely done. So I'm making progress.
Yeah.
The most interesting thing about doing this is you collect a lot of stuff going through it this way, because you're going everywhere. If you get every Korok, you're going to almost every inch of this map. And I'm just picking up stuff along the way, right? Obviously. Killing enemies along the way. There's a hidden level system in Breath of the Wild. Okay. As you kill enemies, basically enemies start to level up around the world, right? Like more powerful versions spawn. Like
I noticed that when I played.
So like it used to always be blue bokoblins, now they're all black, basically. And now when I pick up weapons, it's almost always like plus 15 attack on it, or plus durability, and that all is linked to your level also. I already have like, you know, the Master Sword I got, you know, quite a while ago now. I went for 2 full rings of stamina, and now I'm doing mostly hearts. But pretty soon I think I'm going to go back to stamina and try to get that 3rd ring done. I was able to get level 2 on clothes really quickly, which gives you that extra bonus, kind of bonus set ability. Yeah. Like on the fire one, you get like completely flame proof, you know, stuff like that. And so going through it this way, the game's really easy. Yeah. That's the thing, is like, when you do the Divine Beast battles, so like the Fire Blight Ganon, Water Blight Ganon and stuff, when you go in with upgraded armor and the Master Sword and like, you know, attack up meals and stuff, I mean, I beat the Blights in like, you know, I hit them like 6 hits, and now their health is half gone. They're into their second phase. I run up and I hit them 6 more times and they're dead. So I mean, it's like I'm just kind of getting those out of the way while I'm collecting. I'm here to collect people. I don't care about all these enemies. And so now I'm getting to the point where like, yeah, like if I run into a Lionel, I'll just kill him. I might as well. It's not like it'll be an issue. So, and in that game, thankfully, that doesn't make it too boring being that strong, because there's still so much to do, even if you're really strong. So yeah, it's not too bad. But it's also going back to Breath of the Wild from Tears of the Kingdom is really interesting. The game feels extremely simple. Yeah. Comparatively. And like, but that also means every little thing kind of matters more, because there's less, I don't know, options. And less stuff to do a little bit. And it's almost nostalgic also, because I mean, the original Breath of the Wild came out quite a while ago now, you know? And so it is weird that there's that tinge of nostalgia with it. We'll see how I feel after I beat this, but I kind of want to just go into Tears of the Kingdom and do the same thing. Yeah. But I'll see if I actually feel like doing that right after 100%ing Breath of the Wild. But I guess we'll just have to see and find out.
That did remind me. So in FF2, one of my characters. So even though there weren't any classes, I did have a designated magic user. The one female character in the party, I decided, and it looked like her stats made sense for her to be the magic user.
A little skewed towards magic, yeah.
So for a little while, I had no equipment on her, and so she was just unarmed, and she started to out damage everybody else just with her physical attack.
Oh, weird.
And so I was like, okay, so I took off all the weapons of everybody else, and it trivialized the game. Unarmed was so overpowered.
What?
So like monks are generally pretty strong in these games anyway.
Okay.
But I just did not expect it to be that good.
Yeah, no.
And so up until almost the end of the game, I just had all my characters be unarmed because they did so much more damage. And it seemed like enemies that had high
really
defense didn't against unarmed attacks.
Oh, maybe that's why it's
I'd
good.
use a sword and it wouldn't hit as hard as a fist.
Maybe that's why it's so strong. Like for some, like they don't have the defense for
And that
unarmed
worked
or
all
something.
the way up until one of the last bosses of the game that just slaughtered me, and I was like, okay, it turns out I do need
I guess I gotta use
against some bosses. So I actually went and leveled up a couple of weapons just to
How weird.
and then the last boss was super easy.
No, really.
Yeah.
It's always interesting when the last boss is really easy in a game. I don't know if that's good or not. Like, I don't know. Like when the last boss is fully scripted, basically.
Yeah.
And you don't have to really think that hard. It's like kind of almost relief, like kind of nice. Like you don't have to work too hard, but it's also like a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tough.
That's when you've got to make it like a really cinematic fight and make it look really
it look really cool.
That helps make up for that.
Yeah. Yeah, like in Persona 5 Royal, it's very cool.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know, but because you didn't play Royal. Yeah. But when he basically the final boss is like inside his persona kind of.
Yeah.
The final boss has his own persona.
Right.
And it's like he's become like this god almost figure, and basically Joker's just at the back of his head with his gun, this giant thing, and he's just like checkmate, with just one shot to the back of the head, execution style.
Yeah,
and you're like, that rules. So yeah, they make it work, right? Like
there was also the effectiveness of spells versus physical attacks can vary quite a bit from game to game. The first couple of games, physical was way better than magic. And so like against the final boss, I realized I didn't need to worry about magic defense because none of his spells were going to hit very hard. So all I needed to do was make sure I could not be killed by his physical attacks.
You just want to get one shot by it,
that was true in 1 and 2, and I think maybe even 3. And then I remember the first time where I played one of them where magic was actually good, and I thought, oh, I'm getting wrecked by these spells. I need to work on magic defense.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, so I mean, it's good at least that they're all different in some ways, at least. Like the same strategies don't work across the board or something. Yeah. Because that'd be a bit boring. It's a bit samey for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think that's good.
That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for listening. We are nearing episode 100.
That's right.
Which is pretty sweet. Very cool. We've been doing this a long time. Very weird.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like that long, and it feels like forever at the same time. A little bit. But thank you, those who've stuck around. If you like the podcast, please give it a download on whatever platform you're listening on. It really helps with our analytics and stuff. And if you're on YouTube, what's up, YouTube? Give us a like, a subscribe, throw a comment down, be a comment leaver, and tell us why Brian's wrong about Final Fantasy 3 and that it's actually the best. So
I'm interested to see how you could try to convince me.
Thank you all for listening. Go follow us at the Brothers G Pod on X.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. We're very tired. We're gonna fall asleep now.